Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's so good to have you here. Today we're diving deep into a topic that sits at the very core of our lives: marriage and family. In a world that often seems to be pulling us in a million different directions, how do we build a home that is a true sanctuary, a place of love, respect, and lasting strength? Well, thankfully, we have an incredible guide that has stood the test of time, and that's what we're going to explore together today. Let's start with marriage. Whether you're married, hoping to be, or just curious about building strong relationships, this is for you. The book of Ephesians in the Bible gives us a blueprint that is both profound and practical. Chapter 5, verse 25 says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." Now let's pause and really think about that. This isn't just a suggestion to be nice. It's a call to a radical, sacrificial love. It's a love that puts someone else's needs, well-being, and happiness before your own. It's about giving, not just taking. Imagine a relationship where both partners are trying to outgive each other. That creates a cycle of generosity and security that is incredibly powerful. This love isn't based on feelings that come and go like the weather. It's a committed, action-based love. It says, "I choose you, and I will continue to choose you even when it's hard." Then, a few verses later in verse 33, the instruction is beautifully summarized. "However, each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband." Notice the two key actions here: love and respect. They are two sides of the same coin. While the primary call for husbands is this sacrificial love, the primary call for wives is respect. What does respect look like in a marriage? It's about honoring your husband's position, valuing his opinions, and appreciating his efforts. It's speaking to him and about him in a way that builds him up, not tears him down. When a husband feels respected, it often empowers him to love more deeply. And when a wife feels unconditionally loved and secure, it becomes so much more natural for her to give respect freely. It's a beautiful, self-reinforcing cycle. Love fuels respect, and respect fuels love. This dynamic is the engine that can power a marriage through any storm. It's not about being perfect, but about being committed to this process, day in and day out. Now, as a family grows, this foundation of love and respect extends to our children. Parenting is one of the most rewarding and challenging journeys we can embark on. The book of Proverbs, which is filled with timeless wisdom, gives us this gem in chapter 22, verse 6. "Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it." This verse is so often quoted, but what does it really mean to start children off on the way they should go? It's about more than just rules and discipline. It's about intentional direction. It's like being an archer. You don't just randomly let go of the arrow, you carefully aim it toward the target. In parenting, our children are the arrows, and the way they should go is the target: a life of purpose, integrity, and faith. This involves teaching them values, modeling good character, and helping them understand the world through a lens of wisdom and compassion. It's about creating an environment in our homes where they can learn, make mistakes in a safe space, and grow. This training isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous process of guidance, conversation, and course correction. The promise here is incredibly hopeful. The foundations we lay in their early years have a lasting impact. The values and lessons we pour into them become a part of who they are, a moral compass that guides them long after they've left our home. Building on this, the New Testament gives parents, and specifically fathers, a crucial piece of advice in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4. It says, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord." Let's break that down. First, the warning. Do not exasperate your children. The word exasperate means to provoke to anger, to frustrate, or to discourage. We can do this through harsh criticism, unrealistic expectations, hypocrisy, or being emotionally distant. When a child is constantly frustrated or feels they can never measure up, their heart can become hardened. This instruction is a call for us to be patient, understanding, and consistent. It's a reminder to discipline with love, not anger, and to create an atmosphere of encouragement, not constant critique. Then comes the positive command, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. This is the core of our mission as parents. The training refers to the holistic development of their character through discipline and guidance. The instruction refers to the verbal teaching, the stories, the principles, the wisdom we pass down. It means we are to be the primary spiritual guides for our children. We are to model what it means to live a life of faith, to pray with them, to teach them about God's love and grace, and to help them build their own personal relationship with their Creator. This isn't about forcing faith on them. It's about inviting them into a journey. It's about creating a home where faith is not just a Sunday activity, but the very air we breathe. It's about answering their tough questions with honesty and humility, and showing them that a life of faith is the most fulfilling adventure they could ever choose. When we do this, we are not just raising good kids. We are raising the next generation of leaders, thinkers, and world changers who are grounded in something eternal. So, when we put it all together, we see a beautiful, interconnected picture. It starts with a marriage built on the unshakable foundation of sacrificial love and mutual respect. This strong marital bond creates a secure and stable environment, a safe harbor for children to thrive. From that place of security, we as parents can then intentionally guide our children, not by provoking them to frustration, but by patiently and lovingly nurturing them in the ways of the Lord. This isn't a formula for a perfect family. There will be tough days, disagreements, and moments where we feel like we're failing. We're all human. But these principles are our North Star. They are our guideposts to keep us moving in the right direction. It's about progress, not perfection. It's about depending on grace. Grace for our spouse, grace for our children, and most importantly, grace for ourselves. Building a strong marriage and family in today's world is a counter-cultural act. It requires intention, commitment, and a whole lot of love. But it is, without a doubt, one of the most worthwhile and eternally significant things we will ever do. The legacy of a loving family echoes for generations. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this has been an encouragement to you wherever you are on your journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What's one thing that has helped you build a stronger marriage or family? Let's learn from each other. Until next time, take care and God bless.